delightful, Domina. And these guests do not seem overly concerned with appearances. A blush darkened Salama's cheek. I apologize. I do not mean to insult your... Do not worry. I have many friends who are not overly concerned with appearances. I smiled to put my handmaid at ease and moved toward the door. Are they outside? Yes, Domina. I left my chamber and strode toward the garden. Once I stepped through the doorway, I heard the mingled tones of a man and woman in conversation with my mother. My pulse quickened when I recognized their voices, and a peek around the rose arbor confirmed my hunch. Aquila and Priscilla, how wonderful to see you! Mariana! They stood opening their arms, and I hugged each of them, holding Priscilla for an extra long moment. When we said farewell, I whispered in her ear, I did not think I would ever see you again. Adonai had other plans. Priscilla stepped back and pinned me in a quick scrutiny. You have grown into an attractive young lady. How old are you now? 14? 15, I answered, not knowing whether I should be pleased by her interest or embarrassed by my unmarried status. Priscilla smiled and gestured to an empty space on a garden bench. Please, join us. We were telling your mother about Paulos. A flush of pleasure warmed my cheeks. Paulos had changed my life, mine and mother's, by introducing us to Yeshua of Nazareth. But we had not seen the fiery emissary in months. I sat next to Mother. Is Paulos well? Is he still being held in Caesarea? Priscilla looked to her husband, who tugged on his silvered beard before speaking. He has been sent to Rome. He has been there several months, but we have received letters, so we know he's well. Luke is with him. Also, Epaphras, and a few others. They see to his needs while he is confined. He's still in prison? Aquila nodded. But he is grateful for a good situation. He is kept in an apartment under guard, but he's free to write. And his health? Mother asked. He develops a severe cough in these months of cold weather. Luke takes good care of him, Aquila assured her, and we are on our way to visit them. A crease wrinkled Mother's brow. Are you concerned about going back to Rome? It has not been so long since the Jews were expelled. Aquila snorted softly. Claudius is dead, and thus far Nero appears to be tolerant of those who hold different religious beliefs. Still, Paulos has warned us not to attract attention when we begin our work. We will no longer preach in synagogues. Instead, we will hold meetings in our home. So, we will be shopping for a large domicile, Priscilla said, dimpling as she squeezed her husband's arm. We do not care if the building has fallen into ruin so long as it can hold dozens of people. Our budget is limited, but we believe the Lord will lead us to the right house. One with a walled garden, Aquila added, to avoid prying eyes. As long as we do not disturb the peace, we should not attract undesirable attention. Mother glanced toward the house, then lowered her voice. Mariana and I know all about not attracting attention. Narkiss and his daughter, they do not worship Adonai. We have had to be discreet about our faith. Priscilla's narrow face furrowed with concern. I am so sorry, she whispered. Does he feel threatened by your beliefs? No. Mother managed a tremulous smile. As you said, Mariana and I take care not to disturb the peace of the household. Narkiss is a good man, and he knows we worship Adonai. He does not know we no longer worship the Roman gods. He would not tolerate such dissension. She leaned forward, clearly intent on changing the subject. Tell us about this new emperor.